From the News Channel 5 network, this is Pharmacist on Call.
Good evening, Nashville, Middle Tennessee, Southern Kentucky, our friends out in Brownsville, Whiteville, those of you in Lebanon, Camden, those in Russellville, Kentucky. Welcome to Pharmacist on Call with your host, Dr. Sean Pruitt. And if you are watching this show, I am your community pharmacist. Happy New Year, everyone. Welcome to the first show of 2016. We expect it to be a very big and a very interesting one since we've had like a little 30-day layoff there. So just wanted to welcome you all. Wanted to do some condolences and some shout outs right quick. Just wanted to send our condolences out to the families of Thaddeus Watkins, Carnell Barnes, Pamela Zanardi, and Miss Tiwani Williams, friends of the pharmacy, and just wanted to send out our thoughts and prayers to their family members. Also wanted to do a congratulations to one of our friends, Kenita McLemore. Congratulations on the successful completion on your program. I knew you could do it, and I expect even better things out of you. So if you know Kenita, show her that you support what she's doing. Wanted to send a happy belated birthday to my oldest daughter, Shauna Pruitt, who is my carbon copy. She just turned 12 on January the 4th, so wanted to tell her a happy birthday. And also my niece, Chelsea Thomas, who is at the University of Tennessee, Chattanooga. I forgot how old Chelsea is, maybe 21 or something like that. She just turned 21 on January the 5th, the day after my daughter. So want to say happy belated birthday to both of you. Wanted to give some shout outs. Now, I wanted to shout out the crew over at Maplewood, my water club, Miss House, Miss Kilcrease, Miss Chris, who I call the Colonel. She's over the ROTC program, and certainly Dr. Ron Woodard, and I want to congratulate him for the job that he has done at my alma mater, MHS class of 88, the job that he's done to redirect the school and to get it functioning better. So a big shout out to all of you. Also wanted to give a shout out to someone who did a random act of kindness and probably didn't know who he was doing it for. So we're going to put him on blast and tell him thank you for his act of kindness. I was at Bob Evans Restaurant, which I frequent with my children on the weekends, and he paid my tab. So this was like right before Christmas. So if you know James Gallops or Jim Gallops, tell him thank you, and that he better be careful who he does nice things for, because now 20,000 people know that he's a nice guy. Wanted to get into the show. As you all know, this show is your 1 hour forum. This is your opportunity to ask me questions. This is a service that the pharmacy provides, understanding that you don't have the opportunity and to always speak with your physicians or your pharmacists because they are busy. And especially right now with the cold flu season lingering in the beginning of the year, I'm sure some of you can't even get into your doctor's offices right now. So this is your 1 hour forum to ask those questions that you need answered now, not when you can get an appointment, or whether they're important or not, or you feel they're important or not. Rule number one is there are no silly questions on this show. Chances are the questions that you have are going to bless someone else. So don't be shy about asking them. But this show is about you, so we're going to start getting to these calls here. We've got Linda on line one. Linda, welcome to Pharmacist on Call. How may we help you?
Oh, good evening. I've got to praise you for something that you had me try last month. Well, I've been using it ever since you said to you try it, to add it to my diet, was the turmeric for my knees and the inflammation. I don't hurt as much, and I'm passing that on to everybody that I know that has knee problems and aches and pains. Oh. And also, I talked to you about having to take Mobic, and you said that there was something that you wished I might try in the place of Mobic, and it might be a little bit better. Well, and I didn't have paper and pencil to write it down, so could you please tell me what that is again?
I forgot. Have you tried naproxen sodium?
Yes, I've tried naproxen-sodium. I've been through a lot of them. It seems like it started with a D.
Diclofenac. I remember that call. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, how do you spell that?
It's D-I-C-L-O-F-E-N.
S-E-N, okay.
A-C, and it comes in 50, 75, and 100 milligram tablets.
50, 75, in 100.
Yeah.
And also, I have a friend who does not want to call and all that kind of stuff, but he has tinnitus and ringing in his ears.
Okay.
And he's wanting to know what he could do for that.
There is only one product that I know of that addresses that, and it's called lipoflavonoid. And it's something that you could pick up at, I would imagine, any grocery store. I've seen it at Kroger's in their little department outside the pharmacy. So it's lipoflavonoid.
Okay, I've got that written. I had read about it. I just wondered if there was any natural thing that you could suggest for that, like you did on the turmeric and the arthritis.
Well, I'll have to look that up. So if you want to give me a call at the store in a couple of days, and then we'll look that up for you. Okay,
I will do that. But thank you for your suggestion of turmeric. I do turmeric milk. I add turmeric to everything under the sun.
What milligram are you taking, and how often for the viewers?
Oh, I don't. I'm actually I'm using the powder. I haven't been taking a pill.
Okay, so you're using the actual curcumin.
So I'm using the spice turmeric, and I'm using less than probably a teaspoon a day.
Okay.
I shake it on everything, even my cottage cheese.
Well, turmeric has been pretty well studied, and it also has cardiovascular benefits, which means it's helping your heart.
Okay.
And I believe there are some studies that also show that it may have some anti-cancer properties. I'm not sure about that.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, turmeric has shown to be very beneficial, especially in terms of anti-inflammatory and cardiovascular. Now, let me ask you, are you bone on bone with your inflammation?
Bone on bone on the inside of both knees.
All right.
There is cartilage on the outside of both.
All right. So those of you who are bone on bone, turmeric, it helps. And I appreciate that call, Linda. Yeah, I'm glad we were able to help you out.
All right. Thank you so much.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
All right. Bye-bye. All right. Next on line 2, we've got Thelma. Welcome to Pharmacist on Call. How may we help you?
Hello, Dr. Ford. Happy New Year to you. And
Happy
how are
New
you
Year.
tonight?
Pretty good. How are you?
Yeah, I'm doing well. I have a question about glimepiride. You know, the diabetes drug. I think it's a very old one.
Yes, ma'am.
Could you tell me how it works and what are the side effects that you know of that may be associated with glimepiride, and what's the usual dosage that is given?
Glimepiride, the brand name is Amaryl. I guess I'll just let you go here while we answer your question. Glimepiride is Amaryl. It is an anti-diabetes medication. I believe it's in the drug class sulfonylureas. And the way that those medications work is they stimulate the release of insulin from the pancreas in an area called the islet of Langerhans. They're inside of the islet of Langerhans. I'm getting a little scientific, but it's the beta cells that produce insulin. So I believe it's the alpha cells that produce glucagon. So what the sulfonylureas do, drugs like Amaryl, drugs like glyburide, drugs like glipizide, what little pancreatic function is left, it stimulates it to kick out insulin. So you know diabetes is pancreatic insufficiency. It's not making enough endogenous insulin to keep your blood sugar down. So these drugs kind of kickstart the pancreas to kick out insulin from the pancreas to meet the body's needs. The usual dose, 1 milligram, 2 milligram, 4 milligram is the most I've seen, and that can be once or twice daily. In terms of side effects, I believe they're anticholinergic, and so you may experience some dry mouth. You may experience some dizziness, because what happens with the sulfonylurea family is that sometimes they can bottom you out, lowering your blood sugar too much. So that would be a side effect that you would expect to see. Probably weight gain, because you have to remember insulin is a hormone. It's an anabolic hormone. You notice probably some bodybuilders take it as well for that effect. So you'll also notice some weight gain because of the extra production of insulin. So that's, in a nutshell, what Amaryl or glimepiride is about. And I tell you what, you all stay right there. Think about those questions, and we will be right back.